Well, good morning, friends. It is Monday, and I just don't know what I'm going to get up to in this video. Scott is home sick. He started feeling bad on Friday with an upper respiratory ailment. We thought for sure it was allergies at first because the trees are just blossoming like crazy outside, but it's just not. He doesn't typically get super sick with allergies. And yeah, he stayed home from church yesterday. He went to work this morning, but he said he was sitting at his desk and he just kept feeling like he was about ready to break into a sweat. He just was not feeling well at all. So he came back home and he has a low-grade fever, 99. Which he looked it up in the Google or whatever is now saying that it's not officially a fever unless it's 100. That's not the way it used to be, especially when I was a kid. Like if you had anything over 98.6, it was considered a fever and you were to stay home from school. So anyway, I got the essential oil burners or diffusers going. And I'm praying I don't catch it. I'm praying Olivia doesn't catch it. Well, any of us, really. I don't know. I feel like maybe I might be catching it. I'm not sure. I've got a little tiny bit of a sore throat this morning. And I've been sneezing, but I've been sneezing a lot because I do have allergies, especially to tree pollen. So mine very well could just be allergies, but I'm going to up my vitamin C and try to not get sick because I've got stuff to do this week. I've got to do my my every 3-week grocery shopping this week, which if I don't get sick, that will be Friday's video. Olivia she doesn't have classes today, but she has her classes tomorrow. It's her last day of classes. And so she's got a big exam on Tuesday. Which by the time you see this video, it will already be over. She's got several projects that I think she said last night that she's done with all of her projects except for one. She has to do a final read through on it and submit it. All of her projects, almost all of her projects this semester have been papers that she has to write. So not like anything artsy or, creative at all, just essays or papers that she has to write. So she's not really had a whole lot of fun doing that. She's a pretty good writer, but the topics, the subject matter for these have been very boring for her. So she's been struggling a little bit, but I think she'll do okay. So yeah, Tuesday is her last day. I'm not sure when I'm gonna fit my grocery shopping in, but yeah. What else is going on? Oh, as far as the Oliver, Percy, what are you doing? You're so distracting. Been distracting me. That's why I feel like I'm stuttering over my words. As far as the house repairs go, it's moving so slowly. At least it seems like to me it is moving so slowly. The guy that we're hiring, the contractor that we're hiring, sent us his estimate for the inside house repairs yesterday. We got that, and he also sent it to the insurance company. So as soon as the insurance company okays it, I think we can set up a schedule for him to start the work. He's a contractor, the general contractor. He has a bunch of subcontractors that do mostly, do the roof and the interior and all of everything that needs to be done. He hires, roofers and painters and construction people, subcontractors to do the work. So we're hoping we'll get at least on his schedule to get started soon. The more that Scott and I have talked about it, we are gonna have to rent one of those pod things that they bring to your property and drop, like a storage thing, and then you rent it for however long, and then they take it back when you're done. Insurance will pay for it, but they're being jerks about it. It's like, oh, we have to send them how much it costs to rent it, and then we have to send an estimate of when the job is going to be done, like an end date. Like, we don't even have a beginning date yet. And we really need to get that storage thing out here as soon as possible, because I'll show you in a minute, I've got boxes stacking up around my ears almost. And the reason why we decided we needed to rent something, a storage something, is because everything in the kitchen and in the dining room has to be out of the way. And our basement is already full because Olivia is down there. She's moved all of her stuff down there. And we're gonna have to move everything in the living room kind of like to the center of the room, because they have to have a door, an entryway to get in to bring all the materials in and out. And they can't use the patio door because the deck is broken. They can't come up and down that decrepit, broken deck. So the only way they can come in is through the front door. I'm facing the front door. And I'm sitting on the couch, which is right by the front door. I've got this stuff over here that's gonna have to be moved. My yellow hutch is gonna have to be moved. Scott was saying yesterday, I probably need to take my most like breakable, precious things off my yellow hutch and get them boxed up. And we're gonna have to put plastic over the hutch to try to protect it, because they are gonna hang plastic to try to prevent dust from getting, drywall dust from getting to the rest of the house. But you know, it's not 100% foolproof. So there's a lot that I have to do. And then I've already started boxing up stuff out of the dining room. And then after I started boxing things up is when we discussed and agreed that we're gonna have to get some sort of an outdoor storage unit to put stuff in. Well, it's already starting to get hot on some days. Like, it was 84 degrees the other day. And inside of a metal storage thing, it's probably gonna be 100 degrees in there. So I've boxed some stuff up that will get ruined in heat, like candles. I've got some pictures and things that I'm not gonna wanna put out there. And I boxed them all up thinking this stuff was gonna stay in the house in a more temperature controlled environment, or down in my basement where it stays cool. So not only do I have to continue boxing things up, I've got to go through all the boxes I've already boxed up and pull anything out that I don't want to be exposed to extreme temperatures. So it just seems like one thing after another keeps coming on us. And it's like exactly the wrong time for us to be getting sick. Of course, there's never a good time to be sick, is there? But anyway, so that's going on. So in this video, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a lot to do. I don't know if any of it is film worthy. I don't think I want to put, packing up my house in every single one of my vlogs, but that basically is what I'm going to be doing for who knows how long. So I will probably film a little bit of that. I do have my sewing machine box wall that I want to get packed up today. I'd really like to make some banana bread, but I don't know how hot it's going to get today. And I don't know if I want to turn on my oven if it's going to get really hot today, because we don't have our air conditioners in. We have window air conditioners that we take out every fall and put back in every spring, and they're not back in yet. So we'll just kind of see what the day brings. This is probably going to just be a one-day vlog because, like I said, I'm going to be trying to get my grocery shopping done. I'll probably do half of it tomorrow after Olivia gets out of class, and then the rest on Wednesday. Because like I said, hopefully I'm not catching something. I don't really feel sick. I just have a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I've been sneezing a lot. So like I said, could just be allergies. But anyway, let me show you the condition of the house. That's the other thing I've really been struggling with. I just feel like my house is so dirty because it's really hard to keep it clean. And I've had Edna run my robot vacuum. I've had her run once, but now I've got boxes everywhere, so I can't really run my robot vacuum, and I just feel like I'm being closed in. So anyway, let me show you the condition of my house. I guess there's not that many boxes, but there's this whole pile of boxes, which I had put here because I was thinking we were going to be taking them down to the basement. But now we're like, are we going to just wait for a storage thing? But I'm running out of places to put boxes, honestly, because I've got those there. And then I've got this whole stack over here of boxes. This is what my kitchen table's looking like right now. Most of this stuff can just be put away. Things that need to be taken downstairs. I got all of this. Let me turn the light on. I got all of this taken down over the weekend, and everything off the top of my Hoosier cabinet here. I still got that shelf that I'm going to take down probably today, and then I've got all of this to take down. My artwork and my needlework pictures. This, my mother-in-law did this counted cross stitch picture, and all my other artwork that has to come down off the walls I'm putting in the basement because I don't want them exposed to extreme heat, as well as this big shelf. My brother, who passed away in 2020, made that shelf for me, and so I don't want it out where it could possibly get warped in the heat. So yeah, kitchen, I showed you this already. The only thing in here decorative wise I still need to get down is the stuff that's up there on that shelf, the clock. A lot of this stuff is going to have to go out to the camper for us to use. So most of the things that are left on the counters are going to be like last minute taking out to the camper or packing up. I haven't started packing up the contents of my cabinets yet. It's going to be another big job. But yeah, and I'm hoping, well, I'm sure I will be able to just take my plants and put them out on the deck before construction begins, because I usually take them out towards the middle or end of May, and it's already almost the 1st of May, so I'm sure that it'll be safe to put them outside and get them out of the way before the contractors get here. So anyway, I'm gonna have to clear off the table and then start boxing this stuff up. And like I said, I'm gonna have to be more mindful of things that I don't want exposed to extreme heat. Like these. These are made out of rubber. I mean, could they get damaged in heat? Possibly. So, yeah. All right, well, that's the update for now, and I'll pick you back up when I'm doing something. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to eat for lunch, and we don't have any leftovers. And we're running low on a lot of things because it's the end of the 3 weeks for shopping. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just fry up some meat and make, taco meat and have a taco. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and fry up 3 pounds of meat, make a bunch of taco meat, and then we can have tacos. I can have a taco for lunch, and a taco for supper. I don't care. I love tacos. I can eat them. I can eat them more than, you know, once in a day. So this is chicken. This is ground chicken. And it's still quite frozen. That part of it is. And I've got a head of lettuce that has been in the refrigerator for a couple weeks, and it's starting to look a little funky. So hopefully there's enough here that's still good. I'm gonna get this chopped up and get it washed in my salad spinner here. And then I will get busy packing up that one wall that I want to get done today. So this is my lunch today. I just decided to have a little bit of nachos. I don't eat a whole lot. It's already 1 o'clock, so still have the lettuce soaking, meat. That's what it looks like. And I just have a little bit of salsa on here, a little bit of my dairy-free sour cream, and then I'm gonna drizzle just a smidgen of this honey mustard over it and have some nachos. This kind of takes the place of cheese in my mind because it kind of looks like cheese. And I don't want to put any of my dairy-free cheese on it because it's frozen. So anyway, I'm going to eat this and then I've got to get busy. So my thinking on this is I'm going to try to put the shelf and everything that's on it in their own separate boxes. And if there's anything on the shelf that I think might get damaged from heat, I will put it in a completely separate box to go down in the basement. Like my little Kewpies, I don't know if they would get ruined through heat. These things are plastic as well, because I'm telling you, that storage thing is going to get hot. This is metal. It'll be fine. I'm wondering if I should take everything off and take the shelf, put the shelf in the box first, and then pack the stuff around it. If you happen to hear any TV noise, that is Scott. He's laying down in the bedroom watching TV. It's driving him crazy because he wants to do stuff. He's not good. He's not a good patient. He's not good about just laying down doing nothing. So he's like, if I don't just go lay down on the bed, I'm gonna drive myself crazy wanting to go out and, look how dusty that wall is, do things. So I've got this box here, which will hold it, and I will just put the stuff around it and in it. I had to buy paper from Walmart, packing paper, because I ran out of Walmart bags. I want all my stuff to be protected, so. I think though it's not going to really work out very well to put one shelf and it's contents per box, because then you have a lot of extra space, and I just don't have the luxury of that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just start packing these boxes full and go from there, because I'm sure when I redecorate, things are all gonna look different anyways. Well, another wall down. I still need to get that shelf down, but I'm going to need to get a step ladder for that, so I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I still need to take that painting down, but that's easy to take down. So I'm just going to leave it for the moment. But, yep, got that done. I took a picture of how the wall is prior to taking everything down. So hopefully when they paint, we'll be able to put everything back. I think I'm just going to tell them to remember where those screws are and put the screws back in for me when they're done painting. That would be very nice of them. And considering what we're paying to have this work done, I think they can manage that. Olivia's making some chocolate mousse, and she's going to use that dairy-free whipping cream that I got at Aldi the last time I went shopping. This is the first chance we've had to use it, and it's a nice hot day, so we're going to have some mousse, chocolate mousse, and it basically has, what, 3 ingredients?
Well, technically 4.
Technically 4. Cocoa powder, powdered sugar, whipping cream, and almond extract. So she's just sifting the dry ingredients. And she's got a metal bowl. Oh, you know what? You should probably put the beaters in the fridge too. So this is the dairy-free whipping cream that I got. Show the box to the camera. Down a little. There you go. Got that at Aldi. And I was going to tell you, it calls for 1.5 cups.
Yeah.
If there's only a little bit of that left in the thing, just use all of it. I know that goes against your perfectionist mentality.
I'm not gonna do that.
If there's just a little bit left, use it up.
That's very thick.
Yeah, whipping cream.
How thick it is.
It might be 2 cups. If it's that much, then I might just use it in my cup. Keep going.
You need another.
I know.
measure
I can see it
because
on
I
this
can't
side. I'll
see.
tell you when. Keep going. Stop, I think. Flip it around. Just make sure that says 1/2. Okay. How much is left?
Probably half.
Or 1/4 of a cup, maybe? Wow, that's too much to wing it. I'll just put it in my coffee. So this stuff, the lighting's not great. There we go. Heavy whipping cream. It is made with coconut and lentil protein. So, plant-based. So you whip it till it's frothy and slightly thickened, and then you sprinkle in or add in the cocoa powder. And it said only to use like 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar to start with that much cocoa powder. And I told Olivia it's probably gonna need more than that, so she went ahead and sifted
Should I
a
just
1/2
add all
a
of
cup. I would start with that, and then we can taste it. What you're supposed to do, fold that in.
Well, it says carefully mix until soft peaks form. It doesn't.
Oh, mix with the mixer.
Almond extract.
Oh, yeah. So it's soft at soft peak stage, and we add in some almond extract at this point. I'm going to taste it for sweetness, because if it needs more sweetness, we can put the rest of the sugar in. I think it definitely needs more sugar. Taste it again, see if it needs more sugar. What do you think? A little more sugar?
I mean, could, but I don't have to sift it.
I would just sift it straight in there.
How much more?
I would say another 1/2 of that.
Half of this.
1/2 of a 1/4, an 1/8. Yeah, about that much.
It definitely whips.
So that looks really good. I'm going to give it a little taste. That is delicious. That is really good. Really, really good. So what are you going to do with, are you just
Gonna eat it. That's what I'm doing with it.
That's what you're doing with it? You're just going to eat it? Really good. But before you eat that, you need to get that in a container in the fridge or it's going to deflate. All right, friends, I thought I'd step out here on the deck where it's quiet hopefully not too much wind noise, to tell you guys bye and wrap up this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and Scott's still not feeling good at all. He's got a fever still, so be praying for him and pray for us, the rest of us, that we don't get sick, and that if we do, it passes quickly. Olivia just told me that she got one of her grades back on her one final project, and actually she's gotten 2 back so far, and for both final projects for 2 different classes, she's gotten 100% on each one, so far so good. Tomorrow's her big test that she's a little bit concerned about, but then she'll be done. So anyway, friends, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will see you guys on Friday with a grocery haul. Bye-bye, friends.